Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with IBA's Al Siesta. Al, good to see you again. How you doing?
I'm very well, Ames. How are you?
Yeah, all the better for speaking to you. And you've been very busy. We obviously had the recent card, IBA Pro 10, which saw Khalidov beat Kuzmin in a brilliant battle for the main event and the rest of the card as well too. But just focusing on Khalidov, what did you see him do to get the win over Kuzmin?
Just literally outshot him. He was relentless. He's got really quick hands, Khalidov. Very quick hands. Knows his way around the ring. Ducker and diver. Great body work. Great body movement. Head movement. He's ultimately, because he's a bare knuckle guy and he participates in a different form of combat, he's really fight savvy, which is very, very important. And I think he just outpowered Kuzmin, outthrown Kuzmin, and Kuzmin was second best. And Kuzmin was very good. He was in great shape when we spoke. He was ready. He was fired up. But Khalidov was a little bit too much for him on that night. You
Yeah,
know?
in terms of relating what Khalidov has done to Kuzmin compared to the losses on Kuzmin's record with Bacoli and Hunter, do you feel he performed better than what they were able to do in the ring?
I don't know, because it was a different Kuzmin, about 3 years apart, Kuzmin. But you can't take away nothing from Khalidov. I think Khalidov will give nightmare to any heavyweight on the planet right now, including Michael Hansa and Martin Bakoli. He's very good. He's got great boxing IQ. He was a member of Russian national team once upon a time. So he's a proper boxer and a puncher. So he's hands full. I can tell you that now.
Did you have any worries about Khalidov going into it, considering his time out of the ring?
You mean Kuzmin or Khalidov? Because Khalidov fights regularly on bare knuckle circuit. He's a well-matched fighter, very active fighter. Kuzmin, to be honest with you, as I've mentioned previously, I had this kind of split personality in terms of opinion. My head was saying Kuzmin, my heart was saying Khalidov. And I said that staircase from my head to my heart, right in the middle, I sat somewhere on the fence. On the banister. I wasn't sure where I'm leaning to. And I was thinking that Khalidov might be able to do that, but also Kuzmin has power and he can box. Man, that's a great, great win. That's a statement,
Yes,
honestly.
real good fight as well too. I urge everyone
Yeah,
to check out the link.
unbelievable fight. Lovely fight. It was a decoration. It's a beautiful, that's a beautiful statement for my show. It was a great main event and it really lived up to any expectation, you know?
You just touched on your previous answer about where Khalidov could go off the back of that win over Kuzmin and potential matchmaking. That's obviously your bag. It's something that you've got as one of your skill sets. But who would you put Khalidov in with next if you could make that fight?
The win of Makhmudov against Dave Allen, brilliant. Someone realistic, Justice Hooney, someone like that. Yeah, any of those, will be brilliant. I mean, I I never would mention Johnny Fisher and people like that because he's gonna eat him alive. But someone like Justice Hooney, Dave Allen, Makhmudov. I mean, I'd like to have someone in Britain. I don't know. What's his name? Call me for you UK heavyweights, because I'm just, my head is at the end of the day here. And what's the guy that fought Solomon Dakis, for example? Any fighter. Jamie TKV, Fraser Clark. Brilliant. Brilliant. Fantastic. Great fight. I'm bringing Khalidov to the UK because he's got fantastic story. He's got great story. The guy was a big boxing prospect, then get caught up with a wrong gang, robbery, prison sentence, an offer to be an informant for the reduced sentence, refusal to be an informant, got really hard sentence, extra year in a single cell, solitude cell, and it was really difficult. Went out for 3 years from beginning till the end with no exceptions, no reductions, came back with the bang when he came back. Luckily for him, I don't know if it's luckily, but if I can make a comparison, it was during COVID times. And he said to me, the prison officers weren't allowed to go home, so they stayed in the cell.
The fighter that you're
It's an,
thinking of,
it's an absolute irony. It's an absolute irony that COVID really messed things up for the prison officers as well. But I saw Khalidov saying he came out in late 23, I think, to a big scene with bare knuckle, with all sorts of forms of combat, pop MMA, bare knuckle gloves boxing, like MMA gloves boxing and all that stuff. And he went right in and he fitted very well because he can fight, that guy. And now when I saw him, I said, Murat, I really want you to box because you were a great fighter. He goes, out. Nobody gives me fights. If you can get me sorted, I'll sign with IB Challenger, which is my company. And I said, let's go. So I've signed Khalidov in the first fight. I thought, make or break, let's go with Kuzmin. And you saw what happened there.
The fighter you were thinking of was David Adelaide. You'd put Khalidov in with Adelaide.
David Adelaide, easily. What a fight. What a fight. David Adelaide, Khalidov. Yes, absolutely. Wonderful fight.
And you touched on him, but he made specific mention of, if I remember from the
He mentioned Marcin Bakoli, he mentioned Marko Hansik. He came up to Jalolov and put on him, said, I'm ready to fight you, Bahadur. Let's do it next time. I don't think Jalolov appreciated that kind of approach. And because he didn't have a great night, did he? Against Vitaly Kudukhov. He got out-muscled, he got bullied. He felt claustrophobic there. He had proper phobia. He was stuck in the lift, you know what I mean? With no inspector on the other side of the phone. And that was for 8 rounds. It was really hard. And the light gone off in the lift as well. And there was absence of oxygen. So he really, really had it difficult that night, you know, with Kudukhov. Kudukhov can make a nightmare fight for anybody, you know.
Momentum continues along with the IBA. You've just announced the show that's co-promoted by Manny Pacquiao that's happening soon. Can you tell us more about that show with Pacquiao?
Man, co-promotion with Pac for the Pac-Man and Trillion Manila 50th anniversary. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've started on the 1st of February with IBA, created IBA Pro. We're moving really rapidly. We are onto our 11th show in Manila in Philippines, and it's a co-promotion with Manny Pacquiao. I travel the world. I've done big international shows, and it's like a dream come true. And that what hard work and dedication pays for. This is a proper example. I don't want to brag on anybody, but I almost quit on boxing after what happened in the UK. I'm tired. I was tired from boxing. I wanted to walk away. I had some great offers from other trades. And also working with Boxer, with Sky Sports, took a toll on me as well. It was nice 2 years, great learning curve. But when I realized Boxer is not going anywhere and there are 2 more years of fading it out, I felt I had to make a move. Then GBM, had good times with GBM, went a bit bitter at the end. You know what it's like. I mean, listen, I'm a demanding man. I like work. I like it my way. And obviously I've got leadership in me from the very beginning, and I think I can lead the operation, and I've shown so far that I can manage a big international organization, and been strength to strength, and we're going strong. Big plans for 2026 when it comes to Manny Pacquiao Manila. It's a great proud moment. He will be together with the WBC. I can't wait to see Mauricio and our President Umar Kremlov see each other face to face, discuss the differences, put those away, and start moving together as we're doing with WBA and IBF already, you know? So we'll be brilliant. Listen, it's very promising. And for Manny Pacquiao, he will make a huge announcement, game changing. I don't like that phrase, game changer, but it will be game changing announcement for us. And also our collaboration with Trump Jr. and his foundation. And just, man, listen, loads of stuff happening. And I am aiming to come to the UK and bring proper international boxing in, because it's been a bit neglected, I can see.
Can you just go in a little bit more on that Thrill in the Manila card? I know that Muhammad Ali's grandson, Nikolai Walsh, will be on that card, but who else features? What fights can we expect on that card?
I mean, a couple of Russian fighters. The current interim Bridgerweight world champion, Georgi Yunavidov, is fighting against, I can't name the name because we are just signing the deal now. We had a pull out of Contrell, and we found someone brilliant now from America, great heavyweight, to the extent that I can make it now for the world title, IBA full world title. And we've got Vadim Tukov, who is a number 2 WBA contender at middleweight, will be fighting Sena Agbeko, who fought for the world title recently, the Ghanaian American for the IBA Pro Intercontinental title. So it's good titles. And the rest, there are some good Filipino amateurs, great Filipino names. I've seen the lineup. I couldn't remember most of them because I need to go through it. Listen, my memory is failing lately because I've got so much information passing through. Now I understand the promoters who once upon a time I was laughing at and saying, oh, what a numpty. He doesn't remember his own card. He doesn't know what happened there, what happened there. Why is it not following boxing properly? Guys, I'm really sorry now. I'm exactly wearing your shoes and I understand the feeling. So never criticize before you experience that yourself. And I know the task, and I know that as a grind, it's a hard work, man. I'm telling you, to retain anything in your mind like that at the end of the day as well. It's like it's 9 o'clock in the evening here, and I'm ready to go to bed. But obviously, we're talking is great.
Right, Al, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't push you in that little bit of tease there about this announcement with Manny Pacquiao. Can you put any details as to what that is?
Brother, I can't, but you just need to wait till 28th, 27th. Announcement is much bigger than just collaboration. You know, Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest fighters of our time. He's a basketball player. He's a musician. He's a politician. He's a great guy. And him coming into the system is incredible. So it will be just more than collab, I can tell you. You'll see. It's very interesting. We are honored and we are very proud. And we are anticipating a great response.
Looking forward to that announcement. You've also got the World Championships happening in December, and I've seen the prize pool that's on offer to those who compete. What can you say about the talent you think you'll draw to the show?
That announcement of the World Championships, IBA Men's World Championships in Dubai 2025, guys, the prize money, 8.5 million. And gold medal, which will be consisting of pure gold. The gold medalist will get 300,000, which he will share with his trainer and his federation. At the rate, he will get 50%, 25% goes to the trainer, 25% goes to the federation. The reason we've done that split, because Umar Kremlov, the IBA president, he said that trainers are the most unappreciated trait in boxing. And they get left out, they got dropped, they got heartbroken. And he said, I just want to compensate every trainer in the world which built a fighter that they deserve this kind of pay. And that's a great incentive. He's got big heart, Umar. So I fully agree with him. And Federation, who brought people over, brought fighters over, gave them loads of time, facilities, the competition, they're looking after, bringing through the system. They also deserve some reward. So therefore, that's why we've got this 150,000 for the gold medalist, and obviously 75,000 trainer, 75,000 goes to the federation. Then the silver medalists getting 150 grand, sharing it the same way. And then the bronze medal gets 75,000, and the fourth place, we call it fourth, fifth place, getting 10,000 each. So it's a great, you've never seen it before. Very generous offer, huge encouragement for the amateur boxing. Listen, someone in deprived family somewhere in Blackpool, I don't know, but anywhere, dreaming to be a fighter, dreaming to achieve something interesting. This is a life-changing money. He is like almost generational wealth in terms of get out of the predicament where people are with the parents being like on the dole, for example. I don't want to be like, but I know UK, you can't brainwash me. People can't brainwash me. I know UK, I know France, I know Italy. There are some boxing is a deprived sport. Come on, let's be realistic. Do you know what I mean? And people have the opportunity to get out of that shithole. Come on, and change their life. And that's where IBA comes in to bring that talent to the forefront and reward for it properly. You know, no one does it. We're all clapping hands in political parliaments and all saying how sorry we are about everything and how sympathetic we are to the circumstances of the people, but don't do anything but IBA does. We put our money where our mouth is, you know, and we are there to support boxing, support the grassroots at every single level. We've proven again and again. 19 million spent on Africa. Millions spent on Latin America, on Asia, on development, on gloves, on equipment, on rebuilding the gyms, sponsoring federations. That's the real doing. That's a real action which speaks much louder than words. You can say whatever you want. IBA is the greatest organization that always supports boxing beyond the paper, beyond the words. The action is coming from every direction. That's why I'm saying these world championships, defining moment, absolutely defining moment, and abstracting and objecting. I'm hearing like world boxing might say you can't participate in IBA competition. You can't abstract people to come and try to change their destiny. That's ludicrous. That's evil. That's dark, imperial.
Can you tell me about this potential show that's happening between two very well-known heavyweights?
Wow.
Can you tell us about that at all?
Yes, it's been negotiated. It's been signed last night. Huge world title fight for Murat Gassiev. It's being announced imminently, and a huge undercard built around that, and will be broadcasted worldwide. Great card, and it will take place on the 12th of December, one day before the finals of the World Championships. We've got absolute festival of boxing starting on the 2nd of December, finishing on the 13th. On the 2nd of December, there's an opening, grand opening for the World Championships. On the 12th, there's a big fight night of professional boxing. On the 13th, there's a finals. So really looking forward to it, man. Really looking forward to it. Hard work and dedication. We are working really hard, the whole entire team of IBA and IBA Pro, and grinding. One day we're going to bring boxing to the UK very soon.
Looking forward to it, Alan. Let me get your takes on some of the UK boxing. You mentioned about Dave Allen versus Arslan Makhmudov. Where does your heart lie in terms of who wins that fight?
I think Makhmudov wins. As much as I love Dave Allen, he's very strong. He's a good friend of mine, and I think he could do it. But I think Makhmudov, maybe there's not enough fear element about Dave Allen to bring some trouble to Makhmudov. And don't get me wrong, Makhmudov, as much as Agit Kabayel is a great fighter and other people who beat Makhmudov is very strong still. And I think Dave Allen's punching volume, the style, and the posture, if you know what I mean, may be suited to Makhmudov. So I'm leaning towards him as much as I really want Dave Allen to do it and then fight someone like Murat Khalidov.
The word is that if Makhmudov does win, as you're saying, that he's the fighter to take on Anthony Joshua. What do you think about that?
Brilliant fight. Brilliant fight. I think AJ will deal with Makhmudov quite nicely, but I would really love to see that fight. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight.
I know that you're pitching for Dave Allen versus Khalidov, who does win, but the potential might be that he takes on Deontay Wilder. What do you think if Allen got in the ring with Deontay Wilder?
Dave Allen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's really hard. I forgot about Deontay Wilder. It's been so long. After that ayahuasca retreat, we haven't seen much of him, So I don't know. I thought he retired. Is he back?
Apparently so.
After that beautiful ballet-style pirouette spin that he had with Zhang, was it with Zhang? Remind me.
Yeah.
It was very strange. I thought he should retire, but I don't know. Boxing is a strange thing. Strange. He's back. Maybe back with the bang. We'll see.
There's been some movements within the UK scene that Ben Whittaker has moved from boxer to Matchroom boxing. Do you think that's a good fit?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good fit. It's a match made in heaven. Listen, it's very hard. I'm not criticizing boxer because I worked with the guys. And Ben Shalom is a young guy. He's got everything ahead of him. But it was very difficult to work in that environment. Listen, very, very difficult because it was novelty for the guys and they were newcomers and they were learning the ropes at the very, very high position. And it's very difficult to swim in the deep waters when you never had experience. And it was a great experiment. It almost was a reality show. It almost was a reality show, really, for boxer for 4 years. Can they survive? And unorthodox guy, difficult guy to deal with, very lovely guy outside the ring, made a right decision. What Eddie Hearn will do with him, I don't know. I think he's a kind of cult figure, something a bit like Chris Eubank Jr., this kind of fighter. He can be a pay-per-view fighter. People love him, but I don't know how really good he is in order to go to deep waters with Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, Ali Ismail. Canelo against Ben Whittaker is a lovely fight. Canelo, I think he's more for commercial fights rather than contest now against the monsters and try to claim this space as a proper fighter. I think he's a great commercial prize fighter right now. And then if he excels within the next 2 years and will feel confident to contest against proper people, then I'm not saying Canelo or Chris Eubank Jr. is not proper, but there's levels to this hustle. Do you know what I mean? There's levels to this game. So I'm sure you understand. You understand exactly what I mean.
I just lost a little bit. Were you pitching Canelo and Ben Whittaker?
Yeah, Canelo against Ben Whittaker would be beautiful fight. Chris Eubank Jr. against Ben Whittaker, something commercial, something great, you know. And yeah, I don't think he should go anywhere near bears, anywhere near wolves. Shouldn't be anywhere savannah. You know what I mean? I'm talking savannah infested with predators from Eastern Europe and people like David Benavides and so on and so forth. It's hard, man, hard.
I'll leave the final word with yourself, bringing it back to the IBA, wherever you want to leave it off. But I just want to mention as well specifically, because I did the commentary for the IBA 9 show, and I was impressed by the young heavyweight Mama Saliev, who's got a lot of learning to do, but he looked
wow. You mentioning that guy, 18 years old. You've seen what he's done with Khalidov. That guy is an absolute monster. One of the most proud signings I've made. Mama Saliev is unbelievable. I think he's a cruiserweight as well. Wow. Honestly, that guy can fight. Is a textbook talent. Puncher, mover, great IQ, very modest, good-looking Uzbek, tall, athletic, a dream, promotional dream. Should speak English. If he would have spoken English, the deal sealed, you know?
Maybe you can help him along the way. Al, pleasure speaking to you. Looking forward to the shows and the announcements. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out. And I can't wait for the next show.
Likewise, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.